The Raiders played their first game at this location in 1966. After spending several years in Los Angeles in the 80s and 90s, they moved back into Oakland Coliseum in 1996. And we'll see what this season has in store as we get the kick underway. They get him at the 28-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Dumps it out right.
And they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Throws it short. Makes the catch. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
The pass is away. To the 20. To the 10. He gets in for 6. The Raiders get on the board first.
There's just something about a ball that you know if you catch it, it's 6 points. And if you don't, you're going to be the goat of the game. It just makes you focus a little bit more.
Hit and drop at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, the other team just scored a touchdown. They have the momentum of the game. And right now as a play caller, I think you have to be very aggressive. Try and recapture that momentum and get this game going back in your direction. Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Up the middle. Ray Jerry is there to bring him down. A gain of 3 yards, and so it'll be 3rd down. He throws right. Tackle was made by Dixon.
The Raiders did a good job forcing a 3 and out. Anytime a defense can come up with 3 solid plays in a row like that, you know they are right on schedule.
Gets to about the 37-yard line.
The Raiders put together a really impressive drive that last time out. You can just see how confident they are right now.
Feeds it to the back. He gets out to about the 38-yard line. Pico is there to bring him down. And they'll run him again. Gains his way to the 46-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. They go with the toss. Michael Turner does a great job to get free and pick up the first. They line up at the 49. Gives to the back. Pico makes the tackle. Turner gains about 5 yards on the run. They give it to the tailback. Gates was there on the tackle. That brings up another 3rd down attempt. Throws it out. Caught and dropped. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Throws it short.
Very risky pass. You never want to try and throw the ball across your body like that. Players in this league will come up with interceptions on that one.
Let's go, man.
Williams left side. Laurinaitis makes the tackle. Williams gives them a fresh set of downs on the 3-yard run.
This is unbelievable.
Leach on the inside handoff.
Yeah, and we know defensive ends are probably some of the most athletic guys in the league, and typically you think about them getting after the quarterback, but that time he used his athleticism to make a big stop in the run.
Turner on the give. The stop was made by Pico.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex Brown. Flex Brown.
The pocket is collapsing. And the wideout has his second touchdown reception, and we're only in the first half, Chris.
And his hands are so strong that he really doesn't have to worry so much about catching the ball. You can see as soon as he catches the ball, he has his eyes on the pylons, and he's going in for the score.
He'll down it in the end zone.
There's still plenty of football to be played, but so far this offense seems lethargic. They really need a spark here.
Defense closing in.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Here's the halfback. He fights forward to about the 23. Ray Jerry is there on the tackle. Short throw to the right.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
Here's the give. He fights forward to about the 39. Barrett Ruud makes the tackle. Here's the pass. Ruud interception. He's still going.
Not a good way for that drive to end. That one really needed to go the distance and put 7 points up so they could draw a little closer here in the first half. But give the defense credit for not slipping.
Pause. Brought down at the 36-yard line by Williams. That'll be a 7-yard pickup, and that will bring up second down. Passes to his left. Gates is there on the tackle. 4-yard gain.
Defensively, there's just not a lot you can do to stop those short little quick passes. You just have to try and stay out of those short yardage situations.
Dumps it out left. Hicks makes the tackle. Edwards with his 4th catch of the game. Throws just as the pressure gets there. They push him out of bounds, and now they have 1st and goal.
The Raiders are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
1st down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some ball, man.
They go with the toss. He gets out to about the 6-yard line before he's gang tackled. They pick up 2 yards.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Is it a touchdown?
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
They say, yes, it is a touchdown. And already this one is looking like it's out of hand.
Well, we've seen stranger things happen in the NFL, but this one is beginning to smell like a blowout.
He's tackled at the 26-yard line.
The Browns are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Hands it to the back. Tackle was made by Foster. Looks to be about a 9-yard gain. That'll bring up second down. Only the first quarter, but this one is already a blowout. Our score, the Raiders 21, the Browns nothing. Passes on the move. Dixon is there to bring him down.
The Browns haven't been lighting it up in the passing game yet, have they, Tom? They've been running some very conservative plays.
Throws it. It's tipped away. Wayne Bogue was the intended receiver on the play. They can't bring him down.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Short throw to the left.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Fielded at the 19. The Raiders are rolling right along and will look to make it another scoring drive.
Let's go, Roger, Roger. Let's go, baby, let's go. This is our baby. This is our It's one play at a time, baby.
Gets the ball away. Yeah, and it's tipped away. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. Turner gets the ball left side. They tackle him for a loss.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
Incomplete pass.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks, this guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it, we'll get it next time.
Gets to about the 47.
The Browns are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
Here we go.
Throws the deep pass. And he brings in the high pass.
That was pretty, wasn't it? I know that anytime you start blitzing this quarterback, he looks calmer rather than nervous. A lot of times you see those quarterbacks get the happy feet. Not this guy. He stands in there and makes you pay for the blitz.
Gives it off. Tackle was made by Puré Jerry.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
They get 5 yards on the play, and that makes it third down. And they get to him. Butler makes his first sack of the year. And it's good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Taken from the 3-yard line. Dropped at the 28-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Gives it off. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. Turner picks up about 4 yards on the play. Sees a man, goes deep. The stop was made by Atari Bigby.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Throws it short, brings it in.
Well, they got away with that one. Really not a very good play throwing back across your body like that, but every once in a while you'll sneak that in.
Turner on the run. Gains his way to the 7-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tackles. Touchdown Raiders.
I'm sure the defense is getting a little tired of seeing this guy celebrate after his touchdowns, but if they don't stop him pretty soon, he's going to run out of touchdown dances. I wonder how many he has.
Aaron Hartley packs on the extra point.
Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary.
Brought down at the 25.
The Browns did come away with 3 on that last series, but defenses typically know if they hold teams to field goals, it's to their benefit.
Gets the pass away. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football. But you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Don't do us like
Not
that.
so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Here's the throw. Throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. Tackle was made by Williams.
Things have really unraveled now for this offense. They could ill afford to turn it over in that situation, but that's exactly what they did.
Turner on the handoff. Sheds one tackler. A 7-yard play. That brings up second down. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Passes, and it's completed.
The Raiders are doing a pretty good job in the passing game. The receivers are finding some space in the secondary, and the ball is getting there on time.
Play it a little aggressive, baby.
Morris will hand it off. He can't bring him down.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
On the ground with a tailback. He gets out to about the 9-yard line. Gain of 2.
Tom, that was a run blitz on that play. They brought the middle linebacker effectively filling all the gaps, and there was simply nowhere for the running back to go.
He fights forward to about the 7 before he's tackled.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Holding. Offense.
Repeat, 4th down. It's 4th down. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt.
And it's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. So the score now, the Oakland Raiders 31, the Cleveland Browns 3. Brought down at the 23-yard line. The Browns suffered an interception on their last possession. He's got all day to throw. Barrett Ruud makes the tackle.
Yeah, and the key is making that first pass rusher miss you. More often than not, there's one guy in your way. You can make that first guy miss. A lot of times those defenders have their backs turned and are running away from him. Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
He throws left. Williams gets the pick.
Things have really unraveled now for this offense. They could ill afford to turn it over in that situation, but that's exactly what they did.
Morris hands it off straight ahead. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped. That's a good 9-yard gain. And that will bring up second down. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Again with the run. The stop was made by Pico. It's 3rd down now, just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Turner gets the carry left side. Runs over tackler. Gains his way to the 10-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground. They'll go with the run once again. Turner comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
Let's keep them down here.
Short throw to the right. It's incomplete. James Laurinaitis was defending on the play.
4th down.
This is to add to an already impressive lead. He's got it. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint.
The Browns have had a long day so far, and if they don't make something happen on this series, well, you're going to see these players getting more and more frustrated.
Rodgers hands it off. He gets out to about the 25-yard line before he is caught and tackled. Time for a short break as we send you to the studio
Welcome
for
to the
stats
halftime
and
show.
highlights.
Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Check out the scores from around the league. It's time to check out who's making noise around the NFL. Steven Jackson has rushed for over 125 yards. Let's turn to your game stats. Both teams moved the ball very well in the first half. Michael Turner has rushed for over 75 yards. Oakland is up by a score of 34-3. Top plays from the first half, here you go.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Oakland. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns will begin this drive at the 20. They give it to the tailback. Brood was there to bring him down. Williams gains around 3 yards on the run. Gets the pass off.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
He's hammered in the backfield.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman, so, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Martin makes the tackle.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.340. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Williams with his 3rd reception. He's tackled at the 27. The Raiders will start this drive at the 27-yard line. Makes the short throw. Gates was there on the tackle. That last catch puts him over 100 receiving yards.
And one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not, a wide receiver has to understand reading coverages at least as well as the quarterback. Otherwise, the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
Gets the pass away. James Laurinaitis makes the tackle.
The Raiders are continuing to find success throwing the ball. The pass protection is solid, and the defense with a very conservative approach playing off these receivers, allowing them to get open.
He fights forward to about the 43 before he's hit and dropped. Morris hands it off straight ahead. Pico with the takedown again. That's his 5th tackle of the game.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Short pass. Atari Bigby is there on the tackle.
The Raiders are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
He throws right.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
And we have a flag on the play. And that flag was thrown in the area of holding. That penalty will bring up a 2nd and long situation. He throws short. Cuts back and he's dropped.
The Raiders' passing game continues to impress. There's almost no resistance when they try and throw the ball. It seems like they're getting 10 to 15 yards every time.
Gets the pass out. Jackson has it. And he's hammered at the 8-yard line.
This defense hasn't done much so far in this one, but they did come up with a big play there. Maybe that'll give them a little something to build on.
Throws it. And he only got one hand on it, but he still brings it down. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter, maybe even go to man cover.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Maybe a yard or two there. Flips it out short. Hold is there to bring him down.
The Browns are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Rodgers gives it up the middle. Jerry has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle. He rolls right.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
He's running out of time. Hooray, Jerry has sack number 1 of the season. 4th and long now after the sack. Brings this one back to the 37-yard line. The Raiders turned the ball over on an interception their last time out. Passes the ball. Tackle was made by Turner.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
It's the tailback. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd and 13 situation here. They hand it off. The stop was made by Gate. Turner gains about 5 yards on the run. Passes it out. Caught out of bounds, incomplete.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
And not a good bounce on the punt. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt.
Here we go.
Throws it short. Out of bounds, incomplete. D'Angelo Williams was his intended target.
On the play. 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go do this thing, baby. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up.
Passes it. Drops the sure pick. Dixon had the coverage on the play. The pass is away.
The Browns got the ball down the field that time, and now we could see them start to try and do that a little bit more. In the first half, they were just so bottled up with the passing game.
Rodgers hands off. He's brought down at the 41-yard line by Foster. Short pass to his left. He's knocked out at the 31.
The Raiders with a huge defensive mistake that time. Aaron Rodgers caught him in a bad defense on that one, saw the opportunity quickly and got it out of there. Nice job.
Williams will run it again. Tackle was made by Chris Long. Williams picks up about 4 yards on the play. Throws it out. Almost picked. Wayne Boat was the intended receiver. Here's the pass. Martin picks it off. Still on his feet. And that now makes 4 picks he's thrown.
Ouch. We have some quarterbacks in the league that'll go a month without throwing 4 interceptions. Some will go half a season. Today, this has been embarrassing.
It's showtime, baby.
Throws it. Is there for the catch. Morris is really carving up this defense with yet another completion. He's now up over the 300-yard passing mark. Turner gets it on the draw. The stop was made by Jenkins.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Hit and drop behind the line.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
They down it at the 6-yard line. The Browns will set up shop at the 6. They'll give it off here.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really puts some pressure on this group up front.
Gets the ball away. And the pass falls incomplete. Martin was defending on the play. Gets the pass away. So we'll probably see the punt team now after that incompletion as the offense goes 3 and out.
There's nothing more frustrating for an offense to come in and go 3 and out. That's just embarrassing.
He makes it to the 42-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive. Here's the throw. Defender tips it away. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at 2nd down. They get to him. James Laurinaitis records his first sack of the season. Give to the tailback.
Michael Turner does as good a job as anybody out there. If it's a small hole, he finds a way to get through it. If it's a big hole, you see an explosion.
They'll give it off here. He didn't get back to the line.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Right through his hands, he almost had the pick. Atari Bigby had the coverage on the play. Turner gets it on the inside. A lot of coaches would have tried to get the first here.
Yeah, but you do gamble if you put the ball in the air in that situation. I think right now the coach is saying I have more faith in my defense to make some stops than my offense to convert that play.
Holding offense. Repeat, 4th down.
Here's a 4th and very long situation following the penalty. And he missed it wide left. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Cleveland lines up in the Wildcat. They go with the option. And he's drilled at the 49. Passes. Leaping catch. Butler is there on the tackle. Just can't let him get the ball, can you? That reception put him over 100 yards.
And this receiver just looks so confident catching the football. You know, if you really believe in your hands, it gives your eyes a chance to look away and try to make some runs after the catch. This guy knows he's going to make every catch and do it solidly.
Gets the pass off. He makes another catch. They get him down, but it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Browns. They'll set up inside the 5. Ball on the 1. Here's the deal. He finds Pater.
No need to give it to a fullback down here on the goal line with this team when they've got a halfback that can cram it in there like that.
Up and good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. With about 3 minutes of play remaining here in the 4th quarter. The score, the Browns 10, the Raiders 34. Hicks was there to bring him down.
If you play the game long enough, you're going to play in a few games like this on both sides, but on the losing side, it's really tough. Really, at this point, all you can do is not quit. Go out there, keep fighting, and get ready for next week. When you have a great athlete at the running back position, the temptation is to toss him the ball, get him out in space, and let him try and break a tackle. That time, the space thing didn't work out so well.
Laurinaitis makes the tackle. Laurinaitis has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle.
Love it.
Hands it to the back. Turner gets about 4 yards on the play. They'll line it up for a very long field goal attempt. This will be about a 50-yard field goal attempt. He's got it. Here's your sprint drive summary. He just showed off his incredible leg strength there. What a kick.
Wow. Can you believe he made that one? That's my expert analysis there. Wow.
Hit and drop at the 26-yard line. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. Just gets it off. 9 yards pickup on the pass. Dumps it out right.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
He throws right. The tackle was made by Dixon, and they'll try to speed things up a bit. Passes to his left. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Gets the pass away. There for the reception. The stop was made by Cole. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop. And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Short throw to the right. Can't make the catch in traffic. 2nd down coming up after the incomplete pass. They might have mistimed the snap on that one. Just 7 yards from a touchdown now. Gets the pass out.
Aaron Rodgers got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
Extra point is good. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. They get him at the 28-yard line. The Raiders will begin this drive at the 28-yard line. They hand it off. Turner picks up 5 yards with the carry. They line up at the 33.
Let's go. Watch the switch. Dig down deep. Whatever it takes, I'm getting it. Let's be smart. Let's play ball. They can't stop us. I need to get my swag right there.
Morris will hand it off. Johnson tackles him for a loss at the 32-yard line. That's all from Oakland. Highlights and stats are next.